Hello students. Next example, consider the polynomials p1 of t, p2 of t, p3 of t, where p1 of t equal to 1 plus t, p2 of t equal to 1 minus t, p3 of t equal to 2 for all t. Find basis for span of p1, p2, p3. Here we observe that p3 of t is in the linear combination of p1 of t and p2 of t. How it is possible? Like this, p3 of t equal to 1 plus t plus 1 minus t equal to 2, means p3 of t equal to p1 of t plus p2 of t. That is, p3 of t is in the linear combination of p1 of t and p2 of t. Further, check p1 of t and p2 of t are linearly independent or not. Now, to check p1 of t and p2 of t is linearly independent or not, means first consider C1 p1 of t plus C2 p2 of t equal to 0. If we get C1 equal to 0, C2 equal to 0, then we can say that p1 of t and p2 of t are linearly independent. C1 into p1 of t is 1 plus t plus C2 p2 of t is 1 minus t equal to 0. Simplifying it, we get C1 plus C2 plus C1 minus C2 into t equal to 0. This 0 can be write as 0 plus 0 into t. Now comparing these two, we get C1 plus C2 equal to 0. Here coefficient of t is C1 minus C2 and here coefficient of t is 0. So C1 minus C2 equal to 0. Now add these two equations, we get 2C1 equal to 0 plus C2 minus C2 get cancelled, which implies C1 equal to 0. Put C1 equal to 0 in this equation, we get C2 equal to 0. Therefore, we get C1 equal to 0, C2 equal to 0. Therefore, by definition of linearly independent set P1 of t, P2 of t, this set is linearly independent. Here first, P3 of t is in the linear combination of P1 of t and P2 of t. And next, P1 of t and P2 of t are linearly independent with each other. Hence, span of P1, P2, here we say that span of P1, P2 because P3 of t is in the linear combination of P1 of t and P2 of t. That's why we can say that span of P1 of t, P2 of t is a basis for span of P1, P2, P3. Next is exercise for you. Example, let V equal to set of ABCD means 2 by 2 matrix with real entries. ABCD belongs to R. Be a vector space under usual addition and scalar multiplication. Determine whether the set S equal to 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 forms a basis for V. Here you have to check that for a basis S is linearly independent and S spans V. Next example, let V equal to R3 be the vector space of all ordered triples of real numbers. Write the standard basis for R3. This is again your exercise. First take arbitrary element A, B, C ABC belongs to R3 and then find out the bases. First, ABC can be written A into 1 0 0 plus B into 0 1 0 plus C into 0 0 1. Means ABC in the linear combination of 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. And next check these three vectors, which vectors 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 are linearly independent or not. If we get linearly independent, then you can say that these three vectors are the standard basis for R3, because here we took arbitrary element from R3 and then here we written in the form of linear combination of these three vectors. Next, coordinate systems. Definition. Let B equal to set of B1, B2 and so on Bn be a basis for V and X is in V. Then the coordinate of X relative to the basis B, means B coordinate of X, are the scalars C1, C2 and so on Cn, such that X equal to C1 B1 plus C2 B2 plus and so on plus Cn Bn. Here note that X belongs to V and B1, B2 and so on Bn belongs to basis of V, and values of C1, C2 and so on Cn are nothing but your coordinate system. Next, unique representation theorem. In the above definition means this definition, where B is a basis for V and X is in V and C1, C2 and so on Cn are the coordinates of X. This set of scalars C1, C2 and so on Cn from these definitions is unique such that X equal to C1 B1 plus and so on plus Cn Bn. Unique means X can be written in the only unique type of linear combination. Means here values of C1 and so on Cn are not changes. Proof. Since first given B equal to B1, B2 and so on Bn. Here we said that given because in the above definition, in this definition given B is a basis for V and X is in V. B is a basis for V and X belongs to V. Now since B is a basis for V and X belongs to V, we have X equal to C1 B1 plus C2 B2 plus and so on plus Cn Bn. Since B spans V, that's why here we can write X equal to C1 B1 plus C2 B2 plus and so on plus Cn Bn by the definition of spanning set. Suppose X also has the representation as X equal to D1 B1 plus D2 B2 plus and so on plus Dn Bn. We want to show that X equal to C1 B1 plus and so on plus Cn Bn is a unique representation. But here we take by contrary, X has another representation like this, X equal to D1 B1 plus D2 B2 plus and so on plus Dn Bn. Now subtract these two equations by subtraction. We get left hand side X minus X, which is equal to 0, equal to right hand side, this is the left hand side, this is the right hand side, C1 B1 plus C2 B2 plus and so on plus Cn Bn minus D1 B1 plus D2 B2 plus and so on plus Dn Bn. subtract these two, means here B1 common, means take remaining terms C1 minus D1 into B1. Similarly for B2 and so on Bn, means this can be write as 0 equal to C1 minus D1 B1 plus C2 minus D2 into B2 plus and so on plus Cn minus Dn into Bn. Here B1, B2 and so on Bn are the basis of V and 0 belongs to V, means linear combination of these vectors equal to 0, means these vectors are linearly independent because by the definition of basis, since B1, B2 and so on Bn is a basis for V. Therefore, by definition of basis, constant values equals to 0. C1 minus D1 equal to 0, C2 minus D2 equal to 0 and so on Cn minus Dn equal to 0, because we know that if B1, B2 is a basis of V, then we can write C1 B1 plus C2 B2 equal to 0, means C1 equal to 0, C2 equal to 0 for linearly independent, because in the definition of basis B1, B2 is linearly independent and every vector in V can be written is in the linear combination of B1, B2. So here for linearly independent C1 minus D1 equal to 0 and so on Cn minus Dn equal to 0, which implies C1 equal to D1, C2 equal to D2 and so on Cn equal to Dn. When we solve above terms, means C1 equal to D1, C2 equal to D2 and so on Cn equal to Dn, means X has a unique representation C1 B1 plus C2 B2 plus and so on plus Cn Bn. That means that is scalars C1, C2 and so on Cn is unique such that X equal to C1 B1 plus C2 B2 plus and so on plus Cn Bn. Next remark, here theorem proved. The scalars C1, C2 and so on Cn are called B coordinates of X. B coordinates of X means B is a basis, means basis coordinate of X. Then the vector C1 and so on Cn in Rn is denoted by X suffix B. The mapping X to XB is the coordinate mapping determined by B. XB means values of scalars. Next example, find the vector X determined by the given coordinate vector XB and the given basis B. Just a minute. First, B equal to set of 3 minus 5 minus 4 6, XB equal to 5 3. Here find capital X. XB means values of the scalars, means C1 equal to 5, C2 equal to 3. B is a basis, means B1 equal to 3 minus 5, B2 equal to minus 4 6. First solution, given B 3 minus 5 minus 4 6 and XB equal to 5 3. Take B1 equal to 3 minus 5, B2 equal to minus 4 6 and C1 equal to 5, C2 equal to 3. Therefore, capital X equal to C1 B1 plus C2 B2, because in the theorem here we take X equal to C1 B1 plus and so on plus Cn Bn. Only changes here we take capital X. C1 is 5, B1 is 3 minus 5 plus C2 is 3, B2 is minus 4, 6. Simplifying this, we get 15 minus 25 plus minus 12, 18 equal to 15 minus 12 minus 25 plus 18 equal to 3 and minus 7. So, capital X equal to 3 minus 7. Now, for second is B equal to these 3 vectors and xp equal to 3 0 minus 1, means C1 equal to 3, C2 equal to 0, C3 equal to minus 1 and B1 equal to this vector, B2 equal to this, similarly for B3. So, take C1 equal to 3, C2 equal to 0, C3 equal to minus 1, B1 equal to 1 minus 4, 3, B2 equal to 5 2 minus 2, B3 equal to 4 minus 7 0. Now to find x equal to linear combination of B1 B2 means C1 B1 plus C2 B2 plus C3 B3 equal to C1 B1 is 1 minus 4 3 plus C2 B2 is 5 2 minus 2 plus C3 B3 is 4 minus 7 0. Again put values of C1, C2, C3, 3 into 1 minus 4 3 plus 0 into 5 2 minus 2 plus C3 is minus 1 into 4 minus 7 0. Simplifying it, we get 3 minus 12 9 plus 0 into something 0. Next minus 1 into this is nothing but the minus 4 plus 7 0. Add these two vectors, we get 3 minus 4 minus 12 plus 7 9 plus 0 equal to minus 1 minus 5 9. So, capital X equal to minus 1 minus 5 9. Next example, the set B equal to 1 plus t square t plus t square is a basis for P2. Find the coordinate vector of P of t equal to 6 plus 3t minus t square relative to B. Coordinate vector means find the constant values C1, C2, C3. Means P of t equal to, here basis means C1 into 1 plus t plus C2 into 1 plus t square plus C3 into t plus t square. Coefficients of constant are nothing but the vectors which are belongs to basis. P of t is 6 plus 3t minus t square equal to C1 plus C2. Next, coefficients of t, C1 plus C3 into t plus coefficient of t square, C2 plus C3 t square. Now comparing these two, we get C1 plus C2 equal to 6, C1 plus C3 equal to 3 and C2 plus C3 equal to minus 1. From this second equation, we get C1 equal to 3 minus C3. Here we make arrangement in the form of C2, C3 because here C2, C3, here C1, C2, here C1, C3. When we put C1 equal to 3 minus C3 in this equation, we get this equation in the form of C2, C3. And then solve these two systems, we get values of C2 and C3. Now this equation becomes, put C1 equal to 3 minus C3 in C1 plus C2 equal to 6 we get 3 minus C3 plus C2 equal to 6, means minus C3 plus C2 equal to 6 minus 3, 3. Next write this equation. C2 plus C3 means C3 plus C2 equal to minus 1. Add these two equations, we get 2C2 equal to 2, which implies C2 equal to 1. Now put C2 equal to 1 in C2 plus C3 equal to minus 1. We get 1 plus C3 equal to minus 1 means C3 equal to minus 1 equal to minus 2. Now put C3 equal to minus 2 in C1 equal to 3 minus C3. We get C1 equal to 3 minus of minus 2 equal to 3 plus 2 equal to 5. Therefore, coordinate for polynomial, that's why here we write PP equal to C1, C2, C3 equal to C1 is 5, C2 is 1, C3 is minus 2. This is nothing but the coordinate vector of P of T relative to B. Here we stop.